Everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Lefant M210 robot vacuum cleaner. I did purchase this product myself, and any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. You can see the retail box and packaging right here with their logo and branding on the back. I want to point out, when I bought this product, I also ordered a couple more Robo vacuum cleaners to review. And guess what? I thought I ordered duplicates on accident, but check it out right here. This is the OKP Life. This is their K2 robot vacuum cleaner, and they literally have identical packaging, and spoiler alert, they even cost the same. More on this later. Here are all the contents. First up, you can see we have our instruction guide and manual right here walking us through everything we need to know about our RoboVac, from what's included to a nice product diagram for the unit, as well as the docking station, dustbin, remote control. We have our setup instructions to prep our area before use, followed by some quick start options, making sure you have everything set up properly. Takes anywhere between 3.5 and 4.5 hours to fully charge this vacuum. Next, we have our mobile app instructions right here. So walking you through with the QR code how to download the mobile app. Again, you can just search for the Lefant Life app on iOS and Android app stores. We have our programming and setup instructions there for the mobile app, walking you through everything you need to know step by step, as well as how to use all the different cleaning modes and features for this RoboVac. Then we have scheduling options, maintenance tips and tricks, dustbin cleaning instructions. We have our indicator light and alarm sound chart right here, as well as additional troubleshooting at the back and some product specs and warranty information. QR code again with their customer service and contact information. Next, we have the remote control right here. Check it out. You can see how that looks. We have 2 included AAA batteries for the remote control, an extra air filter right here. We have 4 side cleaning brushes. 2 will go on the unit, and we'll have 2 spare. Next, you can see our power supply and adapter right here, and our docking and charging base with an included cleaning tool. You can see the charging contacts right there, where the power cable is going to go in, and we have an indicator light. You can see it from the back side, the other side. Here it is from the very bottom. We have our 4 nice feet giving us great contact at the bottom to keep it in place so it's not going to move and slide around. Lastly, we have the RoboVac itself. Let's go ahead, let's look at that in more detail. Here's the vacuum up close. Check it out. Everything looks great. You can see 6 simple steps to set up the vacuum cleaner right here, and we can just gently peel off that sticker, and you can see the rest of the vacuum from the top with our power button front and center and their logo and branding. We can open up this cover to reveal our dustbin right here with the QR code again to their mobile app. We can also easily remove the dustbin. You can see it right here. We'll look at it from all different sides and angles. So we have our air filter here. We can easily clean and replace as needed. And on this side, go ahead, pull that tab, and now we can empty out the contents of our dustbin right there. You can see what the vacuum looks like with the dustbin removed. You may notice we have our power button right here. And on the top of the cover inside, you can see we have additional information on some of the lights and indicators that the vacuum may give you. Really convenient to have that information right there. Now we'll look at it from the side. So check it out. You can see how the vacuum looks. We have our IR sensors right here. So pay attention. There's no bumper like a lot of RoboVacs have. This is just going to navigate with the sensors. And we can flip it over to the bottom. You can see right here, spring-loaded drive wheels where our side cleaning brushes are going to be installed. They're marked left and right for you. Omnidirectional wheel. We have our charging contacts, 3 cliff sensors. And you can see we have some additional product information right here. Lastly, you may notice we have no main brush roller or anything like that. This is just going to use those side cleaning brushes to sweep the contents right here, and then it will suck up everything right through that small channel. Now let's go ahead, let's get this set up. The only thing we have to do is install the side cleaning brushes. They're not color-coded or labeled or anything like that, so you can use either one on either side. Just line up the squares, gently press, and it will snap right in place. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Line it up, it snaps right in, and there we go. The vacuum's all set up and ready to go. Just for fun, I wanted to show you these 2 vacuums side by side. You can see that they're identical to each other. The only difference is the color and the logo that's on the vacuum. We can even open up the flaps. You can see the top, and again, they're identical to each other. So check that out. And their dustbins are the same. We can mix and match those as we see fit. So there we go. Look, we're swapping them in the units right there. They're the same from the sides. You can see that. They're identical. Flipping them over to the back and looking at the very bottom, you can see they're identical. Everything's the same. All of our input voltage, all of that information is identical as well. We could mix and match the side brushes. You're gonna get the same cleaning experience with both of these units. Now that we got the vacuum set up, let's go ahead and get the mobile app set up. Now we have the mobile app downloaded on our phone. It was as simple as going ahead, scanning the QR code right here, creating an account, and then signing in. You'll be at this home screen where we're ready to add new devices. I do want to point out this uses the Tuya Smart app, so if you already are a Smart Life app user, you can just add the vacuum right from within that app. You don't necessarily have to download this app if you don't want to. So on this screen, we can go ahead, we can select add device right here. We're going to choose our vacuum. It's the M210. Next, we're prompted that we need to go ahead and enter our Wi-Fi information. Make sure at this step you're connected to a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network, and then go ahead and select the next button. After you do that, we're prompted to reset the device, so make sure the vacuum's powered on. In our case, it already is. Select next. Now we need to hold down the power button until we hear a beep. There we go, we just heard the beep. We can confirm now that it is blinking rapidly for us. Select next. And now it's working on scanning our device right here and setting everything up. All right, there we go. Everything was successfully set up. It took less than 20 seconds. So here we go. You can see the M210 was added. We can edit the name right there, but let's just go ahead. Let's select done. And now you can see we're in the vacuum settings. Let's go ahead, let's look at those in more detail. So first up in the top right-hand corner, we can view and edit our device settings. It's the little pencil icon, so you can select that. You can see we can change the name, we can view our device information, tap to run in automation settings, third-party control options. This will work with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. We can choose to receive an offline notification. We can share this device with friends or family members right here. Then you can see we can create a group. Maybe you have multiple smart devices you want to run at the same time. You can do that. FAQ, add to home screen, check device network, and we have update options right here. So you can see we have the ability to update right from within the mobile app. Going back out, you can see the vacuum's currently in standby mode. We have 0 minutes for cleaning time, 35% for our battery level right now, and then 0 for our cleaning area. You can see the control options we have at the bottom. So we have our power, our standby, our smart clean, return to charging base. We can do what they call, looks like bow is what they're describing that as, but that's going to be our row by row clean. That's probably what that's supposed to say. Then we have our wall follow. That's just going to be going around and doing a perimeter clean. We have our spiral mode, which is going to be the ability to do a spot clean in one particular area. Then we also have our manual controls where we can drive the vacuum ourselves. And lastly, you can see we have our settings right here. We can adjust the suction level, low, medium, or high. Keep in mind, the stronger the suction, the faster the battery will deplete, but the better level of clean you'll get. We can seek the robot right here. So it's going to beep for us. And then you can see we can view our cleaning record and history right here once we have some cleans populated. And then lastly, we have our timer option. So we can set a schedule for this vacuum. So choose hour, minute, AM, PM, which days of the week you want it to repeat. You can choose to receive a notification when it's completed the clean. We also have the ability to leave a note. Maybe you want to remind yourself something about this schedule. And then you can choose what you want to have happen as well. Do you want to come on or off at that time? So very simple to set up those features. Now let's go ahead, let's charge it up and try it out. First up, you can see our RoboVac's cleaning in our smart auto mode right here. This is the mode where it's just going to navigate freely. It'll move in a random pattern. It won't make any sense to us as it just navigates around the house. So you can see it's just going to go around and move freely as it sees fit to clean. Next up, we have it in the row by row navigation mode right here. So watch as the vacuum goes back and forth. You'll see that it'll follow a consistent pattern and truly just make rows. So we just came down one direction. Now we're following that line back down the opposite direction. So this is the row by row navigation. And you'll see right here, watch as it navigates our obstacle. So we're going from a hard surface to our rug. No issues there at all. Now you can see it'll be able to navigate freely on the rug and turn around. and now it's going to work on going back and continuing on with the clean. And you can see in the mobile app right here, it's completing the rows. So that's pretty cool. We have a nice visual indicator. So depending on where you started, that sort of thing, it may just go back and forth the whole way. But check that out. It's creating a real-time visual indicator for us to let us see the clean. So that's pretty cool. Going back and forth, row by row. Really nice. Let's watch it get to the cabinets here. And same thing, it'll continue on. It'll turn and go back down and create another row. All while our mobile app continues to give us updates here too. You can see the row by row navigation and cleaning. Next up, you can see we have the vacuum entered into wall follow mode. So it's going to follow around the perimeter of the room. Otherwise, this mode is sometimes called edge cleaning. And it's just going to follow the edge of the room and all the baseboards and give you a nice clean in that specific area, just following around the perimeter and outline of your whole house. Now we have spiral mode activated. Sometimes this is called spot clean. So it's true to its name. It's going to spiral around and around in one particular spot, giving you a nice clean in that area. So you can see it starts out small and continues to get larger and larger before working back in on itself, and it finishes just cleaning that one area. So now you may have noticed the pattern's getting smaller and smaller again. We're getting closer to having our spiral mode finish. And when it does, it'll stop and it'll emit a couple of beeps. It's working its way back to the spot where it's going to stop. You can see that circle's getting smaller and smaller. Now just one wheel is spinning it around. There we go, it just finished the spot clean. Now we can't forget about manual mode. You can see with this mode we have a couple of options. The first option is we can just go ahead, we can press the arrow, and we can drive the vacuum how we see fit. And what's fun about this is you can see I can hold this down. It'll turn forever as long as I'm holding it down. There's no backwards mode per se. It's just gonna change the direction for you before it goes forward. And then you can also press the play button. It'll do its own thing, and then you can give it some feedback and tweak it how you see fit, which I really like. So you don't have to hold it down to have it go forward. You can just adjust where you want it to clean. Super convenient and really a nice feature. Now you can see we have the vacuum cleaning on our carpet right here. It's doing a great job. It's going back and forth, giving you that nice row by row clean. So you can see the pattern that it's following right here. While it's cleaning on the carpet, let's go ahead. Let's adjust the suction. Currently, we're at our middle or medium setting. We can go to high. There is a noticeable difference in the volume level as you would expect. When we increase the suction, the vacuum's going to be louder, and it's definitely noticeable. But with that being said, if we want it quieter, we can put it in low mode, And you can see it's fairly quiet right here. And then we can go back to our middle mode. But choose the level depending on, maybe if you're cleaning on a hard floor surface, do a lighter suction setting. If you have a carpet that you're cleaning and you want to make sure that it's getting the best clean possible, then turn it up to that middle or high setting, helping to lift up anything that could be trapped in your carpet. So don't forget, when the vacuum's finished cleaning or it needs to recharge, it'll make its way back home automatically. If you want to activate it yourself, you can do it within the mobile app or with the included remote control. But you can see it's working on finding its way back home to its docking station right here. No issues at all. It's going to drive up. And now you can see it's ready to charge. Now that we finished our clean, let's go ahead. Let's look at the results. So first up, we got our dustbin right here. I can see we picked up some tissue debris. We have a lot of pet hair and human hair. So check that out. Pretty gross. Look at all the crumbs in there too. That's disgusting. So really fine dirt and dust, as well as crumbs, grass clippings, the tissue that we sucked up in there too. It looks like pet hair, human hair, all that good stuff. You can see the inside looks great, nice and clean still. No tangles there or anything as you would expect, since we don't have a main brush roller. Now you can see from the back side, again, no tangles there. Our side cleaning brushes don't have any tangles, maybe a little bit of human hair right here. So occasionally just be sure to check your unit, make sure everything is in tip-top shape. And if you have any tangles, remove and cut away as needed. But you won't get as thorough or deep of a clean with a unit like this without the main brush roller. But with that being said, it's more capable to go over like thick shag rugs and things like that where it won't get stuck. And you don't have to worry about as much maintenance. So now let me share with you my final thoughts after using this vacuum. First thing you have to ask yourself is, do you want a vacuum cleaner or do you want basically just a robot sweeper? I would argue this operates more like a robot sweeper. If you have hard floors and surfaces, this will be able to get the job done for a majority of people. If you want to clean on carpet daily, this will clean your carpets, but it won't give you as good of a clean, whether it's carpet or hard floors, as a Shark, a Roomba, or just about any other RoboVac, because it doesn't have a main brush roller and cleaning system right here. Again, this just operates mostly like a sweeper for you, bringing the crumbs right in and then sucking them right up through the little mouth right there. So that's really what you have to ask yourself. And also, what features can or can't you live without? Do you need to have a self-emptying base, mapping capabilities, mopping attachment, 3D vision for obstacle avoidance, things like that? If that's important to you, then this isn't going to be the unit for you. But again, bare bones, works with iOS, Android devices, and your favorite voice assistant. Set a schedule and forget about it. Just cleaning hard floors and surfaces, then this definitely stands a real chance for you to enjoy using a vacuum like this. I would argue though, for a couple bucks more, it's worth checking out systems that have a better cleaning solution for you at the bottom with those main brush rollers. They will just do a better job. Not that this can't clean or won't clean, but it just won't clean as thorough. So just remember, you get what you pay for.